On the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle. Corn futures December 23 were higher overnight, at times as much as 11 cents, only to trade lower yesterday morning, finally closing unchanged from Friday's close. July, March, and May corn were up 2 to 4 cents by the bushel. The overnight corn market saw December reach levels not seen since December 2022. The up and down nature of the market is simply the trade trying to measure every last Midwest weather forecast. There had been some rains in parts of Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, and Missouri, but it's scattered, and there are still wide swaths of the Corn Belt, including Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Minnesota, and the Dakotas that are dry. The 6 to 10-day Corn Belt weather forecast has some rain in it, but not the kinds of soaking rains needed to ease the current concern. South Texas milo harvest is arriving quickly with this relentless heat as harvest is ramping up in the Rio Grande Valley and will be starting the Corpus Christi areas by the end of this week. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM unloaded 150 milo trucks on Tuesday. Looks like Corpus Christi's public elevator has further extended the hours this week, 7 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. Timco Houston is open 7 to 5, and the Andersons Houston open 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how did sheep and goats sell in Fredericksburg?
We did, Larry. We ended up with right at the 4,000 mark. I'm going to, with that holiday stuff, it's kind of like we talked last week. Some of that stuff sold awful good that was for the holiday stuff, and then you get back into these feeder kids and 50, 60-pound kids. That was a little softer again. Same on some of the lambs. They had to be awful good. But I call all the lambs, kind of weighing from 40 to 60 lower. Then you get into some of these horn buck lambs and some of these 100-pound horn buck lambs with tails. I mean, they still sold awful good. Sold some over $3 again. And then it's the same on some of those yearling-type billies. That might have been just a tick higher. I quoted it lower on the deal, but I think we did have a set of yearling billies, brought a little more than we did last week. So all in all, I think it was steady to lower on some of that holiday stuff. Annie's was probably just a tick lower. It looked like they'd gotten most of that holiday stuff last week.
Right.
There's a few people kind of trying to finish up this week, but we got along good. I think, especially with that holiday stuff. And then, like we talked last couple of days, I did see a lot of stuff that sure needed some attention today that was wormy, and I'm still seeing lots of these kids, weighing 44 to 55 pounds. If we can get them up to 60 65 pounds, it sure makes a big difference.
It sure does. How about the cattle sale? How's it shaping up?
Yeah, it's been a little slower this afternoon. They came in early, and then this heat today, I guess everybody's, it's plenty hot down here, so anticipate it to be a little slower during the day, but I'm hoping it'll pick up this evening, and we'll catch somewhere around that 700-800 is what we're hoping for.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394. Also, Larry, next week will be our last sale. We will be closed the week of July 4th. So
all right, good deal.
Anything cattle-wise, bring them tomorrow. Sheep and goats and cattle next week. Then we will be closed the 4th of July week.
All right, good deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value. Looks like it was $94.62 after a $1.44 drop. The fresh bacon index, 115.34 for the week ending 6/16. Estimated hog slaughter looks like 469,000 head, setting the week's pace to 928 in thousands of head. As we look toward wholesale box beef prices, choice box down by $323, the select box off by $283. Federal slaughter 126,000 head, setting the week's pace at $253. Neighbor, as we look toward the FCE online online auction, 178 bid, 182 ask, 1,513 head listed. No sales took place. Confirmed light trade 184 in the western Corn Belt, but the market is mostly unestablished for the week. USDA says Oklahoma City's national stockyard review 6.1 thousand head sold with prices, some up as much as 2, but some down as much as 2 for the week. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Andy Baumeister from Lampasas Cattle Auction. Andy, how's the Wednesday sale looking Tuesday night?
Well, it's kind of about like how it's been. We caught some cattle early, but it's kind of shut off here, man. It's got hot, and I don't guess we'll catch many more this evening. But there's about 150 in there on the yard this evening. We got 2 kind of little sellouts of cows. There's 14 on one deal. They'll be bred to either Hereford or Angus. A couple little old pairs on them, kind of some fresh calves, but we pulled the bigger calves off of them. Should kind of be fall calvers. And then there's another deal of about 30 cows. They'll be bred to Charolais and Angus bulls. They pulled the calves off of them a few weeks ago, and then they've decided just to kind of sell them. It should kind of be fall calvers as well, so could nearly get a load of fall calving cows out of there tomorrow. And then got a few nice little sets of calves. We do have a set of ranch calves coming in the morning. I thought there'd be 60 or 75 of those. They sent us some last week, sure sold good, so they're going to send some more. But like I say, it's kind of about the same as it's been, but we do have some nice cows.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Andy.
You bet. Watch that Facebook page, Lampasas Cattle Auction. On the web, it's lampasascattleauction.com. My cell phone number, 512-902-3540.
We appreciate it. Thank you. We'll talk to you after.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble. I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. Tony, you got news on T-Post?
Yes, sir, I do. Right now, our 6.5 foot American-made 133 T-Post went down. They're at $5.99, and that's if you buy one or however many you need.
Well, tell everybody how to get that great deal in this new price drop on T-Post.
Well, they can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, have a good day. Help those people when they come by to buy T-Post.
Yes, sir, sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, it's been a little bit warm. Been able to work on my tan, and we've been out working a few cattle. We're pacing ourselves naturally. It's not too bad in the morning up to about noon. And it gets a little bit warm and doesn't cool off till a little bit later, but these are normal summers for South Texas. And we're working a few cattle, but we're pacing ourselves. Want to remind your listeners that we've still got a lot of good bulls available for lease or sale. We have all the popular breeds. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We are on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how'd Monday's sale go?
It was a little short, Larry. Father's Day and all that we wind up with 554 head of cattle, 55 cows, and 12 bulls. I think a lot of these cattle have been sold. I think we're going to runs may slow down a little bit, and it's so hot, people getting out, they got to get out early or late. But the market still is good. 2 and 3 weight steers, 236 to 315. Heifers, 212 to 295. 3 and 4 weight steers, 2 1/4 to 305. Heifers, 217 to 270. 4 and 5 weight steers, 204 to 270. Heifers, $1.97 to $2.35. 5 and 6 weight steers, $1.96 to $2.37. Heifers, $1.88 to $2.24. 6 and 7 weight steers, $1.88 to $2.17. And the heifers, $1.76 to $2.15. 7-8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $1.74 to $2, and the heifers, $1.54 to $1.80. This calf market is wild. These cattle are bringing a lot of money right now. Of course, they need to be bringing a lot of money for the much as feed and everything is. But on the cow deal, we got $1 for the best cow. Like I said, didn't have but 55 cows. Slaughter bulls got $1.25. A few little stocker cows, 600 to 11.25, and the pairs 1110 to 2100. Larry,
Are you aware of anything for next go round?
I really don't know of anything coming. I really don't, Larry. Like I say, it's been hot. And over 100 degrees, and if you don't get these cattle worked, first thing in the morning or wait till late in the evening, it's pretty warm during the day.
Yep, sure is. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Gary.
Larry, you can get us here at cell 1-830-582-1561 or 62 cell days. Catch me on mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, we're on the line with Holly Mutt-Smith, owner of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate, which specializes in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreages. Holly, you've got a question for South Texas ranch owners, don't you?
I sure do, Larry. I've been searching high and low, and I've talked to many ranch brokers, but I'm coming up short.
What's the problem, Holly?
A lot of farm and ranch websites are outdated. A lot of brokers don't return calls or update listings, and I've got buyers ready to find their perfect Texas ranch.
Don't all agents put those properties online?
Many do, but the problem is these properties aren't always updated if they sell or are taken off market. So what does that do? It wastes a lot of people's time. Right now, we have buyers ready to go for properties in a lot of Texas counties. Today, I want your listeners who have considered selling their large acreage ranches in McMullen, Atascosa, Live Oak, Duval, LaSalle, Wilson, Frio, and Medina counties to give me a call. If you're thinking of selling your ranch, we've got buyers ready to take a tour. And here's where we're at with this. If you list your property with us, you will get the service you deserve. Not all ranch agents are created equal, and I'll tell you what, I am tired of watching sellers get cut rate service.
Holly, how can they reach you?
They can call me directly at 210-827-6271, and I give you my word, I will call you back. Or they can visit www.homesteadandranch.com.
We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how is the sale shaping up?
All going to be just a nice little light run, Larry. I say 350, 400, something like that. Do have a few little young kind of crossbred pairs in the mix. Not much in the way of palpated cows, but do have that little handful of pairs. And then, we've got one set of 41 good black, mostly bull calves, come off of one place, and another set of 28 good crossbred calves. So, like I said, just a nice little run, 350, 400, something like that ought to get it tomorrow.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Kelly Thigpen.
Call us at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile number is 334-1047. Look us up on the website. That's PearsallLivestock.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the Rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite. What happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year, the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with Rangeview to target his application. And now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
Neighbor, here's a long look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in June, D's plus 85, 12.19. Houston, D's plus $1, 12.46. We'll call Progresso 10.67. And Brownsville, 11.12. Yellow corn to Corpus, 5.73. We'll call Progresso 6.23. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 8.36. Beans to Houston, 12.72 3/4, and Texas cotton, no bales moved, either East Texas or Oklahoma. Prices ranged bid $74.99 to $76.99. Neighbor, that's it for the Best Darn Farm Show in Texas. No brag, just fact. All because you good folks are the Best Darn Farm Show listener. We appreciate you doing so on all 14 of our Down on the Farm radio affiliated stations, from Abilene down to Edna and Del Campo, back over to San Antonio, down to Corpus Christi. We appreciate you doing so, or on the web at downonthefarmradio.com.